why NASCAR is considered a sport. Have you ever been in a debatable conversation with your friends or peers whether or not NASCAR is considered a sport? Well, I know I have. I'm one of those people that like to argue just because I love the sport so much. So in this presentation today, I'm going to explain to you why NASCAR is considered a sport. According to the Bleach Report, NASCAR drivers undergo 3.2 G-forces per every turn. The average roller coaster ride, you undergo 3 G-forces for about 3 seconds each ride, which is not a lot, and most people throw up during that time. But NASCAR drivers, they undergo 3.2 per every turn. There's 4 turns and a track, and there's about 300 laps total, which is pretty an astronomical fact right there, because they undergo that for 4 hours without throwing up. So in order to do that, you have to be athletically fit. Keyword athletic, which every sports person needs. These are just cold hard facts alone, and are pretty astounding facts to support NASCAR being a sport on its own. I guess with the little being said, people argue this fact, don't really pay much attention to the sport. Okay, so why does NASCAR, so what does every sport have that NASCAR has? Teams. Teamwork is key. Just because NASCAR, every sport has teams. What wins stuff? Teamwork. NASCAR has teamwork. You have the crew chief, you have the pit crew, you have the driver. It's not just the driver. In order to win a race, you have to use teamwork. You have to use your pit crew and your crew chief. Let me put it in this way. It's just like football or baseball. You have the quarterback in football, and you have the pitcher in baseball. The driver is just like the quarterback and just like the pitcher. All right. You have the person in charge that handles the ball every time, and then you have the people around you. So let me do this again. According to football, the driver is the quarterback in football. The pit crew is the line in football, and everybody else. The wide receivers, the running back, all of them. And the crew chief is just like the coach or the manager, such as in baseball. So in order to work, when you work together, you win things. And you also have to be athletically fit. When these pit crews are running around, they're doing pit stops in less than 15 seconds. If you go to your average dealership or average car place, it'll take them all day just to change your tires. These guys do it in 13 seconds, change all 4 tires in the NASCAR. This takes people that are athletically fit, just because they're running in front of cars that go 200 miles an hour. So, now, also, NASCAR, it's very demanding on the body. NASCAR drivers lose up to probably 10 pounds every race. This is according to Athletics Live Here, a website. They burn about 10 pounds every race. And before each race, they have to prepare weeks in advance by drinking water, starting to hydrate a week in advance, and they can't eat before or during the race because they'll throw up. So what happens is they have to get nutrients somehow, so they're going to have to go out, eat up the day before, and stuff like that. In conclusion, NASCAR is a sport and should be looked at, should not be looked at as some leisure activity. So I've made you aware of a few of the many aspects that make NASCAR a sport, like the G-forces, the needed teamwork, and the physical demanding process on the racers' bodies. I like to make a quick comparison, like I did earlier. It's just like any other sport. You have the main person, which is the driver. Just like in baseball, you have the pitcher. You got the pit crew, just like in baseball would be the rest of the players in the field. Then you have the crew chief, just like the manager and all the coaches. They make all the decisions, they make stuff happen. So now, for all you that say NASCAR is not a sport, you're wrong. NASCAR is a sport.